Oh, it's Dirty Thursday on GFBS. We're Grand Forks' best source. I'm John Roberts, along with the other half of the Bullring Boys, Chad Hoff.
Sup?
Be talking with Dustin Strand here as we talk dirt track racing in just a couple of minutes. Show today is brought to you by Home of Economy. And make sure you join us. We'll be live at Home of Economy a week from Saturday. That's June 13th, the big fair food extravaganza. You know, most fairs around here are canceled, but the fair food is not. You can enjoy food from Skip's Gourmet Grub, Top Hog, Little Bangkok, S&S Specialty Foods, and Bratwurst Kings. Buckland Concessions going to be there with those delicious mini donuts. Tacho Man, Yum Yum Truck, Berry Burst, frozen yogurt, and frozen blended coffee. Now I'm getting hungry. You're going to find a lot of awesome one-day savings throughout the entire store, too. So join us as we broadcast all day and find us to win some swag, too. And what you can do is go to the Home of Economy's event page and click if you're going to attend. That way you can kind of give vendors an idea how many hungry people are going to be there. Fair Food Extravaganza, Saturday, June 13th at Home of Economy in Grand Forks with Grand Forks' best source. Time now for our daily segment called Jokes My Neighbor Tells Me. Jokes My Neighbor Tells Me. Here's the joke today. Why did the cowboy get a wiener dog? Why did the cowboy get a wiener dog? He wanted to get along, little doggy.
I think that's one of the best ones you've had so far.
I mean, that's pretty solid.
That's pretty solid.
That's pretty solid.
Well, joining us on a Dirty Thursday today, Dustin Strand. How you doing, man?
Oh, pretty good. About yourself?
Good. I've been waiting for things to open up at River City Speedway, which we'll get into later, so we could get those NLRA late models out there again. And you got to be a little stoked about this, I would think.
Yeah, we're very excited. It's been a long time coming. We're way overdue.
Way overdue. Tell us a little bit about yourself first.
Well, I'm. What do you want to know?
Well,
Oh, my goodness.
married, kids, all that kind of fun
How
stuff.
many years?
I
How
got,
many years, man?
Two little girls, Cadence and Paisley. They're 2 and 5 years old. My wife, Savannah. We live in East Grand Forks, and I guess we're both self-employed. My wife has a hair salon over there, and I have a race shop where we build and repair dirt track race cars.
All right, before we get into what you do, give Savannah's Salon a little shout-out. You might as well.
Yeah, Generation Salon in East Grand Forks. If you need to get your hair cut, styled, colored, whatever, get a hold of her. 746 hair is her number.
Does she work on beards, too? Because I have no hair. I mean, that's just...
She can maybe straighten you out.
Yeah, just a question. Just a question.
That'll be $300 now.
I coming in for a trim on what, sir? Oh, just in this area.
Yeah.
Just this area.
Oh, you can leave the hat on.
Yeah.
First off, Dustin, how did you get your start in racing? I mean, we'll get to the history of Strand racing, but how did you get your start?
Well, you know, I've been around my racing my whole life, as my dad's raced for my whole life. Mm-hmm. And actually my very first race car was a customer of my dad's that was in the shop, and it was this Native American guy from Red Lake said he bought this 79 Impala Pier stock and wondering if I wanted to race it. So of course I did. I went and picked it up, and me and my buddy worked on it all week, and then we were racing. I think my dad kind of always told me he knew when I started racing, that'd probably be the end of his racing. Mm-hmm. And he always told me, well, you know where the tubing's at, build yourself a car. And well, then it finally happened.
Wow. And your dad, of course, Brian Strand, he's in the River City Speedway Hall of Fame. And, you know, I'm lucky enough to run into him. I love your dad. He could still get in a race car.
Oh, yeah, he'd definitely love to do it. Like I say, we just really can't afford to both do it. And so I've been kind of running the controls, but he's still very much a huge part of everything.
Yep. You run two different classes of cars. I think you focus more on the late model, but you also run an A-mod. Did you tell the people out there, I mean, it's a race show, most people know, but what's the difference between the two?
Well, the biggest thing, the late models is a full tubular chassis car, a lot more aluminum suspension components, and we're on a 14-inch wide tire. Mm-hmm. We're on a modified. We have to run a stock clip frame, so we're using like a 68 Chevelle front clip. And the back half of the car is pretty similar as far as suspension-wise to a late model, but it's all steel components, and we're on an 8-inch tire. And that's really the biggest difference, is that tire and our front end, and the engines really aren't that far different. You know, they're probably within 40, 50 horse of each other. So that part of it's pretty close.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask there is the motor, you seem to be like, because I think last year, was it you ran a motor that you worked for both late model and your A-mod, right?
Yep, they actually have a roll package now that they call it a concept motor, and it's the same roll package from the A-mod to the late model. And if you run that in the late model, they give you a 50-pound weight brake and a little bigger wing just because you are at a little horsepower disadvantage. But, you know, a lot of these tracks, with the exception of River Cities, a lot of the tracks you race at, you can't utilize all the horsepower you got anyway.
Sure,
you know, so.
sure.
That's true.
What's the difference in driving style, A-mod to the late model?
Well, you know, I enjoy, everybody asks me which one I like to race more, late model or modified. And of course, they both have their nights. And ultimately, I think probably the reason I do race a late model is just because we're 3 blocks from River Cities. That's a big late model track. And we have the NLRA touring series. It's a great local touring series. But as far as driving differences, you know, on a slower paced racetrack, the late model is probably easier to drive because you got that big tire on the ground and whatever. The modified's a little more squirrely because, like I say, you still got the same horsepower, but you're on half the tire.
A lot less, yep.
Right.
And, but on a hammer down deal, like some nights when River Cities is a big cushion night and you're up on the wheel, that you got to hang on to that late model. It's a handful.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about what you do for a living. Millennium Chassis, you guys just moved to a new shop. Now you're doing vinyl work too, but that's the thing at rideoutcar.com Victory Lane. We see a lot of your cars in there getting their pictures taken, which means they took the checkered flag. Tell us how you got into building race cars.
Well, like I say, my dad's kind of done this business for all of his life, and I started working for him, and now I've kind of been taking that over when he's bit more busy at the farm and whatever. Wintertime we're both at the shop, and summertime it's just me. But first car we ever built was in '99 for Brad Sang, actually a super stock.
Okay.
And he won the national title with that car, so that was pretty started out with a bang, I guess.
What all kind of cars do you build?
Our main business is Wissota B-Mods, but we build B-Mods, A-Mods, and late models. We've built a few super stocks here and there, but that class in our area has kind of died out now. So, but 90% of our business is B-Mod stuff.
How long have you been doing the vinyl stuff now? I mean, you're wrapping cars.
Yeah, I've actually kind of dabbled in it for quite a few years, but I didn't have all the equipment to do it. And now I finally bought everything I need, so I'm doing everything, and that's kind of that's my night job, work on that at home and whatever. But we actually had picked up quite a few new customers. We probably wrapped, I'd say 15 to 18 cars this spring. And so, yeah, we had that kept me busy too.
A lot more work than just building race cars. You do everything else on top of that too.
Oh yeah. And everything, I mean, basically we kind of pride ourselves. We're not a high volume race car dealer as far as some of these places. They'll build a frame, throw it out the door, and you throw your parts on it, whatever. And
Right.
I'm kind of we want all of our guys to have the right stuff and it to be the way I think it should be right, which maybe everybody doesn't have all the same ideas, but we're pretty much a one-stop shop other than the engine work.
That's my next question, because you not only build the chassis, you got the shocks there, you got everything else you need for component-wise to make this thing go race-ready once it leaves your shop.
Yep.
From start, when building the tubes, all the way to wrapping the car. Once that thing leaves your shop, it's race ready.
Yeah, usually when they leave our shop, they put them in the trailer and unload them in the pit area.
Boom.
Yeah, and I think at your yearly party that you have in the winter at the race shop there, I think it was, it might have even been this year, and I said, building a new car for the year, and I think you'd said yes, and I said, well, where is it? And you said, right there, and you pointed at a shelf full of tube. There it is.
Yeah, we really, it's fun for me too to have home built, like a home built car, I would say,
right.
and race with national level chassis builders and be able to be competitive. That kind of, we take a lot of pride in that.
Well, not only competitive, but you've whooped up on a few of those nationally known chassis builders too.
I mean, you got these chassis builders down in Iowa and southern part of the United States that this is what they do. And they have a hell of a lot more resources than just, let's say, a one-man shop. And you got guys running for national titles every year out of your chassis. So, dude, kudos to you, man. An awesome job. When you look at the past years and everything else, I always ask this I ask Dob Meyer, I've asked Brad, but when you're building a car, You've started from ground up. How much has changed over the course of a year to adjust to that car for the new year?
Well, that's tough to say. And, like that's one thing when you're dealing with some of these higher level car builders, whatever, they have a lot of guys racing year round. So they're able to keep testing and whatever. And I mean, really our cars, we do a lot of testing, especially with my A-Mod deal. That's really similar to the B-Mod program. The rear suspension's a little more intricate, but all that we learn in that goes to our B-Mod guys, and that's the main reason that I like to race that as much as I can, because I like to keep all my guys going fast.
Right. Is that why on your profile, I think it was on Facebook, you consider yourself a test pilot?
Yeah.
And now that makes totally sense.
Right. And there's a lot of times we do something to the car that we don't know if it's going to work or not. Sometimes it's really good, and sometimes you think, no, we better not do that again. But it's only one way to find out.
So the new test stuff goes through Dustin first.
Yeah. And have you ever made the change that was so big you probably knew it was going to be the wrong change, but you had to find out, and then you get, what kind of results?
Oh, yeah. It's a mixed bag, that's for sure. It doesn't always go the way you want, but that's the only way is to test it a little bit here and there. And that's why once or twice a year I like to climb in a customer's B-Mod and just so I know what's going on there with those guys. But we got a great group of guys that race our cars too, and great clients.
You can name them if you want.
Well, we got a lot of really good guys. Austin Hunter, which he hasn't been able to race this year.
Yeah,
hopefully they open the border up.
Stuck up north. Yeah.
Get him back.
But Matt Scow, Nate Reynolds, Preston Carr. We got quite a few of them over in Devil's Lake. Jaden Varnson, Randy Thompson, Braden Miller just got a car. He moved up from the street stock division.
Yep.
Dustin Strand actually is hoping to race a little more this summer. He got a new car from us this year.
Is he related?
No.
Okay.
I get that a lot, but no, he's not.
In case you're wondering, I'm not related to David Hasselhoff either, so I'm not the other Hoff.
You're not big in Germany?
Yeah,
You'd be a lot cooler.
Oh, you're big wherever you go.
yeah, I'm kind of a big statue guy.
I know I'm forgetting a lot of guys, but we got a great group of guys and good front runner, both the Hoagland boys over in Lakota, and it's kind of fun too. A lot of our guys are business owners or farmers. They don't have time to keep everything going, so when they want to race, they want to be able to race, so they pick up their car and go.
And you can look at this though. Okay, so you announced Devil Lake Speedway for me. You remember any of those names he just spouted off?
Oh, sure I do.
Being up top, up at the front. That's what the chassis is, man.
Yeah.
Jaden Varnson's always up there. Randy Thompson, Hoagland boys. That's a big one.
Nate Reynolds
Preston
just won
Carr,
here last week.
Last week I talked to him. Matt Scow. He won River City Speedway last
Macintosh
week.
boy.
The Macintosh.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's a huge staple there. Sorry to interrupt, John.
No, that's okay. And I'll notice this too, because I've stopped by your shop on race day before, and some of the guys that are running your chassis, you'll see them parked around in your parking lot there doing stuff on their car. Kind of a little place to go and get caught up before the pits open too.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. We got a lot of guys that stop in, and we're a full parts dealer also. So I mean, we're during the week or on race day, whatever, we have tires and gas and shocks. We try to keep kind of stock all the normal stuff that the guys would need too. So.
That fast lane racing. There you go.
Boom.
River City Speedway opens up now, a little bit more. Actually, a regular show with the 4 regular classes. But I'm going to read you the news story from yesterday. River City Speedway has the green light to boost ticket sales up to 1,000 people under action by the Grand Forks County Board. The commission previously capped attendance at 500 due to ongoing concerns over the spread of COVID-19. Of course, River City's Darren Evevold asked the board for permission to seat 2,000 fans, noting, "We believe we have earned our stripes," in submitting a virus mitigation plan. Now, Commissioner Tom Falk says he still has a problem with large gatherings. Board Chair Diana Knopf says she's concerned by the large number of people who don't wear masks in public. Motion to increase attendance to 1,200 or 20% of track capacity was defeated. The commission settled on 1,000 with the promise to review the cap in the future. Now, boy, I tell you what, my phone was going crazy after that county commission meeting. Some of the comments, overweight, the fans, diabetes. Diana Knopf said vulnerable people are in the stands. You know, what the hell does that mean? Vulnerable people are in the stands.
And how does she know that?
Yeah. Okay, that's another thing.
How do you know that? I want to know.
Okay, so the vote was 3-2, not to let him go with 2,000. Engen, Falk, and Knopf all voted against it. And any one of them could call me up right now on the studio. If you want to give me a jingle, our phone number, by the way, is 701-213-0863. David Engen, Tom Falk, Diana Knopf, if you want to call. But I bet you all three of them have not been to that racetrack maybe more than once in their life to watch a show at River City Speedway. I just don't get it.
Well, and I don't understand the fact of it either. You can't possess these facts that you think that people are there with diabetes, overweight. Hell, I shouldn't be there then.
Yeah.
And then, you go further and further into it. Can you put this kind of stature on people that you don't even know?
Mm-hmm.
This is your opinion.
Yep.
That's not a fact. So how are you going to vote off an opinion?
Yeah.
So I'm disappointed in that. And Darren was on the radio this morning. He said some facts about around the state. Mm-hmm. We went over this before. In Minot, Nodak Speedway, they can house 11,000 people. They got granted 3,500. Mm-hmm. In Mandan, the Bismarck Speedway there in Mandan, Dakota Speedway, they got granted, I think, 3,500. 2,500. They can have 3,500.
Okay.
That.
So they're at about 80%, 75%.
Yeah. How else do you expect these tracks to survive?
Yeah.
We asked for 900, and that would just pay purses.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're getting 1,000. It's just not. It's not computing, man. I'm
how
happy.
How many does this one hold again too?
About 6,300,
Yeah,
6,200.
Double those other ones.
Double.
Yeah. And
except for Mina, but you can't compete with the State Fair Center.
No.
I mean, that grandstand is massive. And I think they had around 2,500 people last weekend. I watched it on Darren TV. But it still looks empty.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. And one of the commissioners made the comment that last week there were some people in the stands not wearing masks. If you would have seen the stands, it looked like a Pee Wee hockey game at the Ralph Engelstad Arena. I mean, it just looked completely empty.
I 100% agree with you on that. And on the other side of things, River City Speedway is handing out masks when you go. Mm-hmm. They're here. Here's a mask. Put it on. Here's a mask. Put it on. But it's a freedom thing.
Yes.
You can't force everybody to wear them. I mean, when I walk into Target, I'll say it right now, I don't wear a mask.
I don't either.
My wife does, but I choose not to. Mm-hmm. I'm a severe asthmatic. I can't breathe in the damn things. Why the hell would I wear it?
Yeah, and if these people are vulnerable,
they shouldn't.
Don't you think they'd know it?
Yeah.
And like we have been saying since day one at GFBS, if you're worried about it, if you're afraid of COVID-19, stay home.
And how many times do you say that at the racetrack too?
Yeah.
I mean, you've voiced this several times, several occasions, and here we are still talking about this damn thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just happy to have the boys back. I'm happy to get back to going. I think it's going to be awesome for the fans. I know River City's TV is still going to be up and going. Mm-hmm. I mean, so we have that. But to see these guys that made this track what it is, to be back on Friday, it's going to be a huge thing. I mean, if you watch Hot Laps last weekend on Friday night, when Dustin's car came out, everybody stood up and clapped.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Dobmeyer's car came out, everybody stood up and clapped again. It's like the two boys that have made this thing go are here running, and this thing's going to happen.
And by the way, if you would like to find out any of those county commissioners' phone numbers, all you got to do is go to the Grand Forks County website. You click departments, click on commissioners, and all of their phone numbers are listed. And I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble by any of them, but I don't really care.
Well, we got to vote to put them in there.
Yeah, well, there you go. Give them a call if you want to. And you know what? Just tell them what you think.
I mean, am I okay to go to the Speedway? Because am I going to become vulnerable if I do?
Well, I tell you what, and if they look at you like, oh, geez, Paul, that you might be a little bit too much to be
You
here.
better put 2 masks on.
Yeah. If they're calling me obese and fat, I shouldn't be there?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Dustin, what are your thoughts on the whole COVID-19 thing? I mean, now Governor Bergen has opened up to 75% capacity indoors?
Indoor arenas, yeah.
We're asking for about 25% capacity or whatever at the Speedway, 30%, and they won't give it to us. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I tell you, it's crazy to me. I mean, even through this whole thing, you get places like Menards or these shopping centers that have been open the whole time.
They've been full.
And people, just full of people. And now we're in an outdoor arena, like you say, and I just can't see. You could easily have 2,000 people in that grandstands and be very spread out. Even on a normal Friday night, people aren't sitting on top of each other.
No.
Lots of room.
No, and here's the thing. We're not knocking the COVID-19 thing. It's a very serious deal. But when you go to the racetrack, if you don't live with the people, don't sit with them.
Yeah.
Spread out a little bit, 6 feet, and you're not going to have any problems being by yourself this Friday night.
That methanol in the air, that's going to kill all that.
That's going to kill that, yeah.
Oh man, that smell, that smell. When I come back to the track, I was just loving it.
I just say that smell. Here's the thing, and we're not trying to downplay the riskiness and everything of COVID-19. We get it, we understand it, but when everything else is opening the way it is, and everybody else is granting everything like they are, and we're seeing it across the state, and then we look at the historic River City Speedway, the famous Bullring, and our government's trying to put clamps on us where nobody else in the state is putting clamps on anything.
Right.
It's frustrating. I mean, especially for fans, racers. I mean, Dustin, have you raced at all this year?
One night we went down to Watertown, South Dakota when they opened here, but that's been 2-3 weeks ago now, but that's the only night we've raced.
And you have a racetrack in your backyard that won't open to you guys.
Right.
That's where it's at. And we talked about this too, John. You got fans that come in from all over, and we said they buy food, they spend money here. River City Speedways employs people.
Motel rooms. I mean, we're talking about stimulating the economy. Yeah, right now motels are not doing good.
Yeah, my mom works at a hotel in Glendive, Montana. They shut down.
Wow.
I mean, you're killing people here. Mm-hmm. Not only with the COVID, but you're killing the lifestyle of everything. Look at River City Speedway.
Yeah.
So there's my rant again for the day, but I tell you what, it sure stimulates the economy if we can get something back to normal.
The Speedway every, 4 years or whatever, they have a worldwide vote of the best dirt track in the world, and River City Speedway won the last one. And here they are getting to have 1,000 people.
Yeah. And I mean, we've even had, the mayoral candidates on here talking about how we are a destination city. Mm-hmm. That's not very accurate if we have nothing to go to.
Yeah.
Okay, for the summer destination cities, I mean, we're one of the top ranked dirt tracks in the United States.
The world.
In the world. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you can go to Medora, which is a destination city for North Dakota, right? Well, they're opened up.
Yeah, my wife just got tickets to the Medora musical that apparently I'm going to.
Well, you know what I mean? And so now you can come to Grand Forks, the mecca of dirt track racing, not only for hockey, but in the summertime, it's dirt track racing. I mean, we got guys at Dustin Strand, Mark Dahmeyer, Lance Schill. I mean, you got all these. There's so many drivers out there that do really well nationally. Austin Hunter, if he can come down here, he's always top of the class. I mean, those guys there, those guys coming out of town.
Yeah.
I mean, it just floors me. It just floors me.
And by the way, you'll have fun at the Medora musical. It'll be fun.
Well, I was telling John earlier, I thought that she meant Monoman. All of a sudden I found out I'm driving like 5 hours away. I'm like, wait,
we got to get a motel by Bemidji.
Yeah. So Dustin, look at your schedule for this year. What's your big plans for 2020 for racing season, as long as everything goes to plan?
Well, ultimately we had planned on, we'll race River Cities weekly and race the NLRA Tour and try to hit some modified specials here and there. But I guess we'll just have to see who opens up. I mean, as far as now, Minnesota is kind of locked down. Sounds like there's a couple tracks starting to try to open and whatever. But and I think Devil's Lake picked up late models for next Saturday, so that'll be nice. We'll have a little bit of race in there. I think we have 2 late model shows in Devil's Lake in June. Mm-hmm. And but yeah, I mean, hopefully we can get racing. And my whole take on all this is everybody's got a choice. They can if they feel like they're vulnerable, as she says, they can stay home.
Yep.
Or if they want to live their life, they go live their life. It's just the way it is.
Yeah, you can always pay to watch it on rivercityspeedway.tv. And the one more thing before we get back into the questions for you, Dustin. The World of Outlaw show, I believe, was supposed to be this weekend.
Yep.
And we lost it to Wisconsin. So which
doubleheader.
Yeah, doubleheader, which would have been on national TV, and you don't know how much money the whole city of Grand Forks lost because of that 2-day show. All right, back to you, Dustin. Biggest win of your career, first in the A-Mod.
Oh, I'd have to say winning the Wild West Shootout down in Arizona. Maybe not the biggest paying race, but as far as prestige and just the whole atmosphere of that race is pretty awesome. You're racing against kind of some of the top modified guys around the country, you know.
Was that at Kokopah or which one was that?
No, that's at Arizona Speedway right by Queen Creek.
Yep.
And you don't look that great in a cowboy hat, by the way.
I don't know. I think I look pretty good.
It was different. It was a little different.
That was last year.
Yeah.
That was last year.
Yeah, actually, we've won a race down there two different occasions, or three, I guess we've won down there. But in this past year, we ended up winning the point deal. They do like a mini series, and every year that's kind of our goal. And we've always run pretty good, but never completed it. And this year we got her done.
God, I wish we could have had a picture of it. You could find a picture of him in his cowboy hat. I tell you what.
We could probably dig one up.
That was a sight to be seen last year.
And let me know whenever you want to pop some pictures up there, Paul. All right, biggest win in your late model racing career, Dustin?
Honestly, I don't know. I guess they're all pretty huge. I guess I can't think of one that really stands out. That was a huge win, but just on a weekly basis, the late models that we race against just at River Cities or on our NLRA tour, I'd say is one of the tougher groups, especially as far as for a weekly race.
Oh,
yeah. I was going to say, I would imagine your first win in a late model at River City Speedway had to be something because it's not easy to do.
Yeah, and one thing that stands out, you talk about my first win. I remember when we started this deal, I don't know if it was around mid-season on our first year, and I remember Brad was leading and I was in second, and he was checked out, gone, and we had a restart. It was a green-white checkered deal, and I ended up sneaking around him past him coming for the checkered on the cushion. So, I mean, that's one memorable moment that stands out in my mind. I mean, Brad's one of the top runners around here, and awesome to be able to run with guys like him.
Well, I'm going to give the average fan that might not know any better. You got some pictures up there?
Oh,
I got this. I don't know.
He's got the picture.
Yeah, I look pretty good in that
Look
color.
at that thing. 6 shooters and all, man.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. Oh, he looked like should be some like Clint Eastwood
That's
music
right.
in the background. The good, the bad, and the Dustin Strand.
Oh, yeah.
You can keep flipping through.
You feel lunky punk?
Make my day. How hard it is to win here. We look at Ricky Weiss, who's tearing it up with the World of Outlaws now. But I remember when he was running for National WISSOTA Points Championship, and he quit coming here and started going over to Fergus Falls because he couldn't win here anymore because you guys are too good.
Yeah, it's a tough group. I mean, you got to be, especially River Cities, you got to be on the wheel all the time. There are a lot of people don't realize how physical it actually is in these race cars. And especially a place like Grand Forks. I mean, it's pretty technical track. A lot of times you'll have 3 or 4 different track conditions on either end. You know, you have one part of the track's pretty slippery. You might have a few bumps and a lot of traction here or there. I mean, you gotta stay on your toes. That's for sure.
What do you think about people who say race car drivers are not athletes?
Yeah, I think they should try it once.
Yeah.
There's a reason why I'm not a driver.
There's times on a really physical Grand Forks night, like if it's a wide open deal,
You're out of breath.
There'll be a yellow part way through, and I got cotton mouth and my arms are just dead.
Yeah. No beverage holder in the race car.
Yeah, they don't let us have beer, which I think is BS.
You imagine racing after about a 6-pack? Wow. That might be kind of entertaining.
Right? If you had bumper cars.
Yeah, we could just duct tape a bunch of those Nerf pool noodles all the way around the car and just let you guys go. Dustin, we talked about your biggest wins, your most favorite memories in a race car. How about your worst night of racing or worst night at a racetrack? Tell us about it.
Boy, I don't.
You know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
Just say it.
A couple years ago, you're talking to Devil's Lake.
Devil's Lake was a rough one.
I did have a rough one a couple years ago at Devil's Lake, coming for the checkered, and got put in the fence and totaled the car out. And yeah, that was a tough night. That was me and Ricky battling for the spot at that time.
Oh,
too.
yeah. Yep. Was there any battling after the races?
Not too much.
No, didn't have to deal with his dad or anything.
See that?
And I like Ricky Weiss. I do.
Separated,
Yeah, a guy can drive the heck out of a race car. There's no doubt about that.
Race car drivers are pretty passionate people. And no matter what happens on the track, you always see things a little differently. Like, it's the other guy's fault here or there. You know, it's just you just got to get over it. And there's a lot of times. All the guys we race with. Yeah, we've had issues here and there, like we'll take Brad, for instance. Me and him, you get into it on the track and you're mad at each other for 10 minutes and then half hour later we go have a beer together and everything's good.
That's just it. You just swallow it and be done. It's racing's racing.
Right.
It's tough as an announcer. It's tough for us not to call the cautions because that's obviously the official's job. But 2 years ago in Devil's Lake, I wanted to call that one so bad.
I don't know. I didn't see it, but I'm just imagining like Days of Thunder. You know,
He
he always goes high. He always goes high.
Yeah, I know. Dustin was on the high side, and Ricky tried swinging underneath him, and Ricky gave on the gas and didn't let up, and neither did Dustin, and it just right into the wall he went. That's all. That's all it was.
Who ended up winning that one?
See, 44 shill.
Okay. Okay.
Both cautions got called.
That was at the checkered.
That was at the checkered flag.
Wow.
It was.
I mean, it's not funny, but
I was out of my car before we got done moving. Pretty much, I was pretty fired up.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't one of my finer moments.
Well, let's talk about last year. When you look at that 71 machine and you were doing pretty consistent all year, we've talked a lot in victory lanes last year. So when Johnny started, I was like, okay, 71's got a real shot at this. And then you were leading it. And then I was doing interviews between. And then all of a sudden I turn around, I watch, and your car's pulling on the inside infield. What happened, dude?
the John Seitz Memorial.
That was a heartbreaker. Actually, we always run really good at that, qualify decent for that deal, and whatever. 2 years ago, qualified for the pole, and the motor blew up on packing laps.
Yep.
And then last year, we had a really good race car. Really feel, we could have had a shot at it. A lot can happen in 92 laps. I know the car was good enough to do it if everything fell into our hands. And broke the right rear axle too. But it was just, there was a kind of a rut coming out of 4, and it was just one of those things that was obviously fatigued from before, and it just happened to fail right there.
Yep. So to win races, not only does it take equipment and skill, but takes a little luck too.
Oh yeah, I'd rather be lucky than good any day. A lot of that.
Yep.
And even you come through the gate when you draw your number, that can set your night for you right there. Huge.
Yep.
You get in a stacked heat, you start 4th row. You're scratching.
You're scratching. Yeah, that's what you see when the guys check in, right now it's a live draw that people do it for you. But when you go and press that button to draw, and then you see on Facebook their posts, oh, good draw tonight, whoop whoop.
We always joke about I'm the unluckiest drawer there is, so I don't even do it anymore.
Yeah. Who do you have draw for you?
Nate or Timmy. Timmy's the draw man now.
Yep. Okay.
He's got his little ritual he does. He's getting it figured out. But,
taps his head.
Yes.
Superstition in the pits.
It was funny when we were in Arizona this year. I don't know if it must have been the last night, or maybe it's 2, whatever. Anyway, we were tied for the point lead in this deal. And I thought, I'm just going to go draw for myself. I'm going to seal my own fate. Well, drew 99 out of 100. So I'm still good at it.
At least you're consistent there,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, consistent.
You brought up the fact, Chad, that the officials make the call, and the one time you wanted to make the call, but you know how that goes.
Yeah.
Now you've got the flag man in your ear in your race car. Is that right? Telling you and Mike Witherell, great flag man, but
Yes.
he gets a little. He gets a little worked up sometime.
I've given him some one-finger hand signals before.
Have you ever had any flag man just say something ridiculously funny to you where you're trying to wrestle this race car around and you had to chuckle a little bit?
I can't think of anything that comes to mind, but there's been those moments before, and you can just tell sometimes when they're getting frustrated in the stand that people aren't doing what they're supposed to, or there's too many yellows,
Yep.
Yeah.
When you're not racing, Dustin, or working on race cars, what do you like to do for fun when you can get away from the whole racing deal for a couple of days?
Well, I enjoy spending time with my family. This time of year it's tough. We're at the shop long hours. I think I've only seen my girls for about an hour a day all week. So it's makes it kind of mean that way. So it's nice to just be able to have a day to hang out with them or get away. Every once, like last summer, we went out, took the camper out for a couple weekends here or there. Normally the weekends are tough. When I say weekend, I say that's probably like a Saturday to Sunday because we're racing Friday.
Yep.
We're missing the races.
Yep. You probably more like a farmer. You do a lot more in the winter then. I know you are into snowmobiling a little bit.
Yeah, we do some snowmobiling, and we like to go out. We usually plan a yearly trip. We go out to West Yellowstone for a week and go snowmobiling for a little bit. And I enjoy doing that kind of stuff.
Are you still driving ditch pickles in the winter then?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Way to go, man.
The cats.
Love them.
What is a ditch pickle?
It's an Arctic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's an Arctic.
It's a ditch pickle.
I grew up in Thief River Falls. I mean, I've been racing and running Arctic Cats. I started when I was like 5 years old, but I just love Arctic Cats, and glad to see you're doing that too. Chance for you now to thank your sponsors. We give every race car driver a chance. They don't always get to do it in victory lane. Sometimes we're running a little behind, but who helps you with the Dustin Strand Racing program?
Yeah, we got a lot of great people that help us out, and we really couldn't do it without them. And Walhalla Building Center, Key Weight and Truck Center, Double Deuce Bar and Grill in Edmore, Generation Salons, it's my wife's business. I definitely couldn't do it without her. She keeps everything running behind the scenes.
Yep.
She's probably more passionate than I am. You know, when we talked about making sure you're there on Friday, I had actually said at one point we had a wedding. Somebody's getting married on the 4th of July. And I said, well, maybe we'll go out there for the weekend. She said, well, we ain't missing Grand Forks.
Yes, dear.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes, dear.
Q&Z Plumbing and Heating, Nostad Acres, Cars Grain Service from Carrington, North Dakota. Shoot, who else am I forgetting? You know, there's just a lot of guys that help us rock and roll. Tim and Nate help us out in the pits a lot. They put in a lot of tireless hours. That they don't have to be there, but they love it too.
Yep,
you know?
yep.
And my dad, he's there as much as he can right now. He's busy farming, but he sneaks out as much as he can. And
How many acres does Brian farm?
I think currently he's probably about 2,800.
Yeah. Yep. Nice size. You know, man, you're getting pretty big time now. Saw the article in Dirt Monthly magazine. Pretty cool stuff. And now you're on Grand Forks Best Source. Wow.
Yeah, that was a really cool article they did. Actually, they did a good job. But there was just a couple other guys I thought of. Sam's Auto Body, and Forest Flying Service also helped.
Okay. All right. What do you think about when you get a writer or something from one of these magazines and they want to do an interview with you? That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it is really cool. You know, sometimes it's hard because when they're interviewing you, then they put stuff in their own words, and you read what they wrote, and it's like, I didn't say that.
Yeah.
But,
What the hell is that?
Yeah.
But no, this guy did a really nice job on that article. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, and that's the thing about a show like this, because you can play it and watch it as many times as you want, and people can say, yeah, you did.
Yeah, that's right.
It's right there.
Yeah, that's right.
Speaking of playing and watching it, my guys always give me crap. Like if somebody ever, I enjoy watching the race afterwards, just or whatever. But there'll be nights that we do good. If somebody's got a tape of it, they'll all be out partying. I'm sitting there watching the race about 33 times.
Yeah.
Yep. Do you ever do any simulator stuff like you see a lot of race car drivers doing now?
Yeah, no, I never have. You know, you hear a lot of guys are getting into that iRacing, especially with no racing this spring. I've always wanted to try that. It looks like a cool deal, but no, I've never done it.
I remember years ago I had the computer set up and I was doing World of Outlaw stuff. And, you know, the foot pedals, steering wheel, and all that stuff. And you start out with a cheap sprint car. You race all these little bull rings around the country, and then you work your way up into higher, divisions and series. Before you know it, I'm leading the points in the World of Outlaws. I'm driving one-handed, with a beer in my hand, and I'm ready to win the whole points thing. I think we had 3 races to go, and my computer crashed.
Oh, really?
I put it all in a box and threw it away.
I actually bought a steering wheel and a headset. I actually, computer and everything I already had that, and I subscribed to, you get paid iRacings by month, and I was driving a street stock, and I don't think I got off the wall. I'm just that good. So
I'm just that good.
So needless to say, I've canceled my iRacing subscription this month, and thinking about selling and giving the computer to my son. Yeah.
So now you're ready to give in the announcer duties and head down to the other end
Hell
of the track?
no. Hell no.
I haven't seen it, but I'm assuming that it doesn't compare to Cruising USA, because I used to dominate that game at the arcade.
No, I mean, it's a lot of fun, and it is actually pretty real. I mean, it's very real. Yeah.
The simulators now, Mark Dobmeyer was telling me about a guy that's got one up north in Minnesota, and he said except for the seat, he said it's very realistic.
Well, you can get them now to where they rotate with you.
Yeah. And he says you get up into the marbles, you can actually feel that. And so they're supposed to be, that would be fun. He said he was just going to take it for a little spin, and hour and a half later, the guy's saying, okay, you've had enough now, get out of there.
Yeah.
But
they sell those things for $5,800 in case you wanted to.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, that's probably a cheap one. I've heard that they're more than that.
They're more than that. Yeah.
Well, I know that's how the NASCAR guys, especially some of these rookies, haven't ever been to a track, and the best way to learn them is to jump in the simulator, put it on that racetrack and practice.
Yeah, and they
Oh,
saw that
technology.
a lot. It's crazy how much it's gone.
Any of you guys got anything more to add to the show before we wrap this thing up? We're 40 minutes deep, and I know you guys got to get back to work.
I'm good, man. I'm just excited to get back for Friday and excited to see all the classes be there now. And excited for some good racing action. Excited we have more fans. If you can't get on there, please get on rivercityspeedway.tv, is it?
Yep, rivercityspeedway.tv.
And check that out. And John and I bring the best we can for you guys at home as well. And I'll be cruising around again. Can't wait.
Also, some nice safety additions at the River City Speedway with the new fence in the front. They fenced off the back area there.
You can't even see the front straightaway with that fence. It's crazy how clear that is now.
Yeah, it's actually got a mesh in the fence, and you can't even tell that mesh is there.
Yeah, what an awesome job they did
cool.
putting that in. It's pretty neat. And yeah, they did close off that backside too and put a fence there where Mullen kind of parked his car
Yeah,
up top.
can't park there anymore, Mr. Mullen.
Can't see anything if the commission doesn't let us.
Well, there you go. And again, make sure you get a hold of those county commissioners, folks, if you want, all right? You guys, thanks for coming in. Chad, again, part of the Bullring Boys. Dustin Strand will be talking to you tomorrow.
Okay, thanks for having me.
And looking forward to that. All right, if you want to become a Podbean Premium subscriber, it's just $5. You'll be entered in drawings and giveaways. This Weber grill right here, we'll be giving that away soon. It's easy to do. You go to your Play Store, you download Podbean, search GFBS, hit follow, and buy premium. You're all set. Chance for you to help us give Grand Forks an identity again by getting your Podbean Premium subscription. It's pretty cool stuff. Okay, let's see our show today on this Dirty Thursday. Brought to you by Home of Economy. Make sure you join us live Saturday, June 13th. It's the Fair Food Extravaganza. No fairs going on. You're jonesing some from Fair Food. Well, you can do it. Skip's Gourmet Grub, Top Hog, Little Bangkok, S&S Specialty Foods, and Bratwurst Kings. Mini donuts, those delicious mini donuts from Buckland Concessions. Tacho Man, Yum Yum Truck, and Berry Burst Frozen Yogurt and Frozen Blended Coffee. Sure you check it out. Find us. Great savings throughout the store all day, too. And we'll have some swag for you. Go to the Home of Economy event page and click if you're going to attend. It'll kind of give the vendors an idea how many hungry people are going to be there. Fair Food Extravaganza right here with GFBS Saturday, June 13th at Home of Economy in Grand Forks. Oh, make sure you like, share, and tag us. Tomorrow we're talking catfishing with the Red River Valley Catfish Club. We're Grand Forks' best source, giving Grand Forks an identity again.